Chapter 291. Pardon and Judgment. When Agla and Drohuit had been taken care of in this way, only then did Funga Helen turn to the chief priests and said to them, "Now, my friends and brothers, the dishes are on the tables. Thus, let us go into the large dining hall, so that your two pupils, who are now in the cages, are not without company. Just go willingly, otherwise you will be forced." Upon this deadly invitation, one of the chief priests said to Funga Helen, "Supreme friend and brother, listen to me. See, to be misled by all kinds of threats and yet still other enticements, and eventually fall for it, is still human. But to obstinately, self-willingly remain in default forms part of hell. In the same way, we would have been misled by the very sly underpriests by mainly threats of the most appalling kind. We were told of a force which topples yours tenfold, and were assured that you already have been arrested, and that your enemies are now the masters of the city and of the whole empire. Upon hundreds of statements of this nature, we had to open your rooms and then watch how your enemies poisoned everything in your chambers with the new poison, causing the death of 100 workers already, who were taken away in covered carts. See, this is the truth of the matter. Therefore forgive us our coerced missteps against you, and accept our most faithful assurance that we henceforth will remain your most faithful and firmest friends." After this speech, Funga Helen turned to Mahau and asked him what should be done here. And Mahau said, "Those take prisoner, but not in your dungeon, but into your heart, and forgive them, so that it will also be forgiven to you. But the imprisoned underpriests in the dungeons, have them brought here, so that they may eat the food and then die in their iniquity. But leave Agla and Drohuit during the meal in the dining room, so that they can see how iniquity punishes itself." Thereupon, Funga Helen arranged everything as Mahal had advised him to do. About 1,000 underpriests were herded into the dining hall and had to sit down at the tables, for now any resistance was of no use any more. Most of them already died by just sitting down under the most terrible and painful convulsions. Only a few were killed by being forced to eat. But the two caged witnesses of this meal fainted because of the shuddering sight, and were therefore brought out into the open, where they recovered again with the help of vinegar. What further the following will show.